Think you know Aquarius? Get ready, because these 7 hidden truths are about to make you question, are you really being true to yourself, or just faking it till you make it? Hey cosmic babes of Cosmic Whispers! Today, we're spilling the tea on Aquarius, the coolest yet most mysterious sign in the universe. Have you ever wondered why Aquarius is both slang and extra at the same time? Well, today I'm uncovering 7 truths they always want to admit but never do, and the consequences if you ignore them. Drama? Absolutely. Vibes? Too many. Hot tea? We've got plenty. This isn't your average astrology video. I'm about to tell you a super juicy story about a classic Aquarius, let's call them Aqua Bae, and how they face the hidden sides of their soul. Don't forget to drop a comment below, like I'm an Aquarius and this is so me, or spill more tea on other signs. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that red button because Cosmic Whispers truth number 1, Aquarius is super independent. But craves connection too. Okay, first off, picture our Aqua Bae walking into a room like they just stepped out of a Billie Eilish music video, hair flowing, outfit on point, serving that I don't need anyone, I got this energy. People turn their heads, jaws drop, and the vibe is just too iconic. But here's the real tea, hot and fresh, deep down, Aquarius low-key craves connection. Not in a clingy, drama queen way, nah, that's not their style. It's more like, I just want someone who gets me without me having to write a whole essay explaining myself. Story time, Aqua Bae lives alone in their super aesthetic apartment, pastel walls, neon signs everywhere, a cozy beanbag corner stacked with self-help books they've never actually finished. Their Spotify playlist? Straight fire, from The Weeknd to Tanashi, always ready to flex their unique vibe. They pride themselves on being self-sufficient, the ultimate boss of their own life, no cap. But then, one stormy night, rain pouring down, thunder booming like a horror movie soundtrack, Aqua Bae sits by the window, coffee gone cold, doom scrolling through X at the speed of light. They see their friends' stories, a group hanging out, eating pizza, belting out karaoke, laughing like there's no tomorrow, and bam, that emptiness hits like a tidal wave. It's not jealousy, Aquarius is too cool for that. But in that moment, they realize, damn. I don't want to admit it, but I kinda need a real squad. Not just surface-level friends who spill drama and unfollow you the next day, but people who really vibe with their quirky, out-of-the-box energy. And the story doesn't end there. The next morning, Aqua Bae decides to do something different. They scroll through their contacts and spot an old friend, the one they used to spray paint graffiti with back in high school. Yeah, that wild memory still makes them laugh. They hit them up with a simple, yo. Truth number 2, they have insane intuition. Here's the second truth, Aquarius isn't just cool, they have next level intuition, like they've got some kind of cosmic radar built into their brain. Picture this, Aqua Bae walks into a party, music bumping, lights flashing, everyone flexing their vibe. They scan the crowd and their eyes land on a random guy in a black hoodie, chilling in the corner with a weirdly creepy smile. And just like that, their inner alarm goes off, something's off with this dude. Bad vibes. But they shrug it off like, meh, maybe I'm just overthinking. 2 days later? Boom. That guy gets exposed in the group chat for secretly recording people's stories to start drama. Tea gets spilled, chaos erupts, and Aqua Bae just sits there, sipping their iced coffee like, knew it. Aquarius intuition is no joke. It's basically an alien superpower. But the problem? They ignore it way too often, thinking, I'm probably just paranoid. Big mistake. Story continues. One day, Aqua Bae gets invited to join a group project for a huge event, organizing a 6th Street art workshop. They're hyped, ready to flex their creative genius. But the first time they meet the team, that gut feeling starts screaming, watch out for that one person, they're gonna flop. And sure enough, there's this one dude who brags like, I got this, y'all just chill, but spends more time scrolling on their phone than actually planning anything. Aqua Bae debates, do I call them out? Or give them a chance to prove me wrong? Being the team player they are, they decide to keep the peace and roll with it. Bad move. By the deadline, that person delivers nothing but a sad, half-baked PowerPoint and blames the team for not helping. The whole event gets scrapped, Aquabae pulls an all-nighter trying to salvage it, and the entire time they're thinking, I should have trusted my gut from the start. If they had, they would have kicked that person out early, and the workshop could have gone viral on TikTok. And it doesn't stop there. After that disaster, Aquabae makes a vow, never ignoring my intuition again. Fast forward, they go to a job interview for a super aesthetic cafe. The manager seems nice, all smiles, but something about them feels fake. That gut feeling kicks in, this place is shady, don't do it. This time, Aquabae actually listens and turns the job down. A week later, they hear from friends that the cafe underpays, makes employees work overtime for free, and takes forever to send paychecks. Bullet dodged. Slay moment unlocked. The downside of ignoring this? If you keep muting your intuition, truth number 3, they're born to be game changers. Third truth, Aquarius was literally born to shake things up, no cap. Aquabae doesn't just want things to be fine, they want things to be better, different, and absolutely slay. If they see a system that sucks, they don't just sit around complaining, they switch into full-on this needs a major upgrade ASAP mode. Not just talk, but action. They're basically the reformers of the Zodiac, straight up sent from the universe to level things up. Storytime, Aquabae joins an art club at school. Sounds cool, right? But reality check, it's boring as hell. Every meeting is the same recycled PowerPoint slides, the same tired activities, and the vibe is so dull that Aquabae nearly falls asleep mid-session. But instead of quitting, they think, nah, I can't let this flop forever. So they hit the squad with a game plan, add some chill lo-fi beats to make meetings less dead, organize an outdoor pop-up art show with LED lights and graffiti, and get everyone to design their own merch, stickers, tees, the whole aesthetic package. At first, people are skeptical. Isn't this, like, way too extra? Can we even pull this off? But Aquabae doesn't care. They run a mini demo, set up a small art corner in the school courtyard, blast some music, throw up some artwork, and bam, the whole school pulls up, snapping pics for their stories. End result? The club goes from zero to hero, transforming from a forgettable side club into the hottest thing on campus. But let's not pretend it was all smooth sailing. Before they made it big, Aquabae had some serious doubts. What if people think I'm trying too hard? What if this totally flops? At one point, they almost backed down, ready to let things stay as dull as ever. But then they remembered that one meeting where no one even showed up. That failure hit worse than any potential embarrassment. So they made a decision, screw it, I'm doing this. And just like that, they became the pioneer, the one everyone now calls Aqua the game changer. The downside of ignoring this? If Aquarius keeps playing it safe, the world is gonna miss out on a fire idea, and they'll stay stuck in a boring cycle of scrolling X all day with nothing to show for it. Aquarius, stop worrying about being too much. You were literally built to be a trendsetter. Whether it's in class, in your squad, or in your own life, take the lead. Change the game. Once you do, you'll realize you're not just making waves, you're glowing like the brightest star in the sky. Truth number 4, they're masters at hiding their feelings. Fourth truth, Aquarius is a pro at bottling up emotions, like, my face is fine, but inside? Full-on Category 5 hurricane. Aquabae could be fresh out of a breakup, heart absolutely shattered, eyes low-key red from holding back tears, but the moment they see you, flashing the biggest smile like they just won the lottery, cracking jokes to flex that I'm totally fine, no drama here energy. Extra? Very. You'd never guess they're falling apart inside because they've mastered the art of emotional disguise. Story time, after a terrible day, boss chewing them out over deadlines, rain ruining their favorite sneakers, phone dying at the worst moment, Aquabae finally gets home, flops onto the couch, and scrolls X for a little escape. But bam, right there in their feed, an ex's story. A selfie with the caption new chapter, new vibes, standing next to someone new, smiling way too brightly. Aquabae's chest tightens, their brain screaming, seriously? They want to throw their phone, fire off a sarcastic text like, wow, look at you thriving, but no. Instead, they take a deep breath, swipe past the story, and post a chaotic meme, when you're sad but still gotta slay. Friends flood the comments with laughing emojis, dmang, you good? Aquabae instantly replies, "Good AF, today's vibes are immaculate." But later that night, as they sit alone in the dark watching raindrops slide down the window, the feelings start creeping in. They don't cry, but their eyes sting, and for a split second, they almost let themselves feel it. But it doesn't stop there. The next morning, Aquabae pulls up to brunch with their crew, hyping up some hilarious story about their neighbor's chaotic cat. They laugh loud, the ultimate vibe king of the group. But in the back of their mind, that damn ex's story is still playing like a notification that won't go away. They keep up the act, refusing to let anyone see a single crack in their armor. But one night, alone with their Taylor Swift Sad Girl Hours playlist, something shifts, and before they even realize it, a single tear slips down. Not dramatic sobbing, just a quiet, private moment. And weirdly, they feel lighter. Turns out, letting go for a second doesn't make them any less slay. It actually makes them feel more like themselves. The downside of ignoring this? If Aquarius keeps burying their feelings like Aquabae did at first, they'll build walls. Truth number 5, they hate being controlled. Fifth truth, Aquarius hates being controlled more than they hate laggy Wi-Fi in the middle of a high-stakes game. Aquabae is the ultimate "don't tell me what to do, I got this" energy. They need freedom like a bird needs the sky, flying high, living their best life with that "I'm me, no one can tame me" vibe. But the problem? Not everyone gets that independent energy, and that's when the drama starts. Story time, Aquabae lands a part-time job at a super cool vintage shop, second-hand clothes, retro aesthetic, all the hipster customers. At first, they're hyped, thinking this is so my vibe. But plot twist, their boss turns out to be a hardcore micromanager. Fold the clothes this way, hang this exactly here, stand in this spot when greeting customers. Every shift feels like being trapped in an invisible cage, and Aquabae is mentally screaming, "Bro, I know how to make this shop slay, chill out." Instead of snapping, they keep it cool, nod along, and later vent on X with cryptic tweets like, "When your free spirit gets crushed by someone who just doesn't get it." But here's the thing, Aquarius doesn't tolerate this for long. Quietly, they start plotting their escape. They dive into freelance design, creating Gen Z-approved graphic tees, uploading them to Etsy, and bam, orders start rolling in. A month later, they walk into that vintage shop, hand in their resignation with a chill smile, like, "Thanks for the experience, but I'm out." The boss is stunned, but Aquabae, already soaring, because no one's caging them in, and the tea isn't over yet. Before quitting, Aquabae actually tried to stick it out for another week, thinking, might as well stay for some extra coffee money. Worst mistake ever. That week was hell. The boss took micromanaging to another level, even making them count every single button in storage. It was so painfully extra that Aquabae had an epiphany. Nope, I refuse to let my vibe die here. That moment pushed them to move faster, hustle harder. And when they finally left? Not only did they get their freedom back, but their t-shirt designs turned into a hot trend among their friends. Everyone was asking, "OMG, where did you get this?" The downside of ignoring this? If Aquarius just kept putting up with control like Aquabae almost did, they'd end up stuck in toxic jobs, relationships, or situations that slowly suck the life out of them. They'd lose their free-spirited essence, forget who they really are. Aquarius babes, when someone tries to put you in a box, it's your cue to say no thanks. Whether it's a boss, a friend, or anyone else trying to clip your wings. You weren't born to be chained, you were born to fly. Truth number 6, their creativity is next level. Sixth truth, Aquarius is a creative genius, the type to say, "My ideas are out of this world. No one's keeping up with this vibe." Aquabae can turn a gloomy, rainy day into an aesthetic photo shoot with nothing but their phone and a dusty old lamp. Their creativity knows no limits, like an endless Spotify playlist of straight bangers. You never know what they'll come up with next, but one thing's for sure, it's gonna slay. Story time, one day, Aquabae got stuck inside during a storm, heavy rain, howling wind, flickering power, the kind of day that makes most people curl up in bed and forget life exists. But not Aquabae. They refused to let the dull vibes win. Scanning their room, they spotted a foggy mirror, some scented candles from a Black Friday sale, and their phone with a decent 12 MP camera. Boom, an idea hit like a lightning bolt. They decided to make a cinematic short film right then and there, using the mirror to reflect candlelight for a moody effect, draping a black blanket as a backdrop, and playing the role of a mysterious storyteller narrating the storm outside. They created a whole aesthetic masterpiece. With grainy filters, lo-fi SoundCloud music, and some quick edits on CapCut, the film was done in under 2 hours. They posted it on TikTok with the caption, "Storm's here, but I'm still slaying." And guess what? It went viral overnight, 100K views, a flood of comments like "This is next level aesthetic, teach me," and "Big Aquarius energy detected." But here's the twist: before posting, Aquabae almost backed out, thinking, "Who's even gonna watch this? Am I being too extra?" Lucky for them and everyone else, they hit upload, because that talent? It deserved to be seen, and the tea doesn't stop there. After their video blew up, Aquabae got a DM from a stranger on TikTok. "Yo, wanna collab on a short series?" Turns out, this person was an indie creator with a solid following, and they wanted Aquabae to join a Zodiac-inspired storytelling project. At first, Aquabae hesitated, "Am I even good enough for this?" But then they remembered the rush of excitement when their storm video got reposted everywhere. So they went for it. Now, that project is trending on TikTok and Insta Reels, proving that their creativity isn't just random, it's next-level iconic. The downside of ignoring this? If Aquarius keeps doubting themselves and holding back their talents like Aquabae almost did, they'll miss out on huge opportunities to shine. The world will never get to see their unique slay, and that's a tragedy. Aquarius babes, let your creativity explode, whether it's painting, filming, or just rearranging your room for the vibes. Stop keeping it all in your head. You're a star, and the universe is waiting for you to turn the lights on. Truth number 7, they can feel really detached from others. The final truth: Aquarius sometimes feels like an alien in a crowd, like "I just landed from Mars and no one speaks my language." Aquabae can be in the middle of a lively party, neon lights flashing, everyone flexing their best vibes, but in their head, there's a loop playing, "I don't belong here. This vibe isn't mine." They're not antisocial, they just sometimes feel like they're standing on the outside looking in, like a supporting character in a movie where everyone else is the main character. Story time: at a friend's get-together, think backyard barbecue, Bluetooth speakers blasting a rap lo-fi playlist, the smell of grilling meat filling the air, and everyone laughing and chatting. Aquabae sat quietly on a chair, lemon water in hand, eyes wandering over the crowd. Everyone was talking, from office drama to hot gossip about a new crush, but Aquabae felt totally out of place, like there was an invisible glass wall between them and everyone else. They wanted to connect, wanted to jump in with a funny story or share a wild idea, but didn't know where to start. In their head, it was pure chaos. What do I say? What if no one gets my vibe? So they played it safe, smiled lightly, nodded like "yeah, this is fun," and secretly scrolled X under the table to hide the awkwardness. But when a friend turned to ask, "Why so quiet? You good?" Aquabae just smiled and replied, "I'm fine, just feeling a little chill today." But deep down, they weren't fine. They wanted to be part of the crowd, but that feeling of being detached kept hanging on like an unread notification they couldn't get rid of. But the story doesn't end there. On the way home, Aquabae sat in the car, watching the streetlights fly by, wondering, "Why do I always feel like this?" They remembered going to the movies alone the week before. It felt chill, it felt freeing, but now, it was different. They longed for a friend who truly understood their quirky mind. The next morning, they decided to take a small step. They texted an old friend with something simple like, "Yo, I miss you. Free for coffee?" The friend replied right away, and when they met up, Aquabae was surprised by how comfortable they felt. No need to fake anything, no forced vibe. It was just them. Turns out, that feeling of detachment wasn't their destiny. It was a sign they needed to find the right person to connect with. The downside of ignoring this? If Aquarius keeps letting that sense of detachment win, they'll isolate themselves, ending up alone with just their phone in an empty room. Aquarius babes, try stepping out of your comfort zone, send that text, start a conversation, or just speak your truth. You deserve love, and you don't always have to feel like an alien. So that's all the tea on Aquarius, Cosmic Fam. From their independent vibe but desire to connect, To their super sharp intuition and head full of creativity, Aquarius is definitely a sign you can't mess with. But if you ignore these truths, you'll miss out on the chance to be true to yourself. Drop a comment below. Do you see yourself in these 7 things? Or do you want me to spill tea on another sign next? Don't forget to subscribe to Cosmic Whispers so you never miss a cosmic vibe, because I'll always bring you the juiciest stories. Thanks for watching, stay slay, stay cosmic, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you tons.